Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi Episode 8 review. Now, I apologize for not posting this review earlier, but I have, shit to do. It is that time of the year where final exams are approaching, essays are due, projects are, due, and yada, yada, yada. But that being said, right, here it is today, Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic Episode 8 review. And just to make sure, because you never know, because Sony Music, like they're dicks. So once again, Sony Music, you have no right to this video. The audio is mine, the visuals are mine, and the thumbnail is an original image which does not belong to you. This video follows the rules and regulations set by YouTube. That simple. All right, now this week's episode of Magi, I'm gonna give it okay. I'm gonna give it okay because I liked it. Because we see the background, we see the flashback of the character Alibaba. Well, not Alibaba particularly. It was more so Alibaba and his friend Kashim, who is the actual leader of the Fog Troop. And I mean, Kashim, he seems to be the type of guy that will do anything that that he will do in order to get the job done. Which makes sense considering his upbringing, where he was raised by a shit father, and then when he was taken in by Alibaba's mother, and then when she passed away, he decided to take the helm, and he decided to be, I guess in a way, the older brother figure when it came to the family of him, his sister, and Alibaba. But what wound up happening was that he wound up joining these people or these other kids that were like a bad group. Like they would go, like they would steal food, they would steal money. Where like we see the transition where at first he's shining shoes, like the next second he's stealing clothes and stealing money. So and then that kind of altered his personality. And on top of that, his supposed best friend Alibaba was found out to be the son of the king of Balbat, or the former king of Balbat. And so that really hit him hard. Well, it didn't really hit him hard, but more so it kind of like numbed him. Like it really just numbed him towards all the other shit in his life, with the exception of his sister. In fact, throughout the entire flashback, we see his sister, I forgot her name, Mariam, I'm not too sure. We see his sister, but we don't know what happens to her after all this shit goes down. We just don't know. So I'm going to assume that something bad happened to her. I mean, I'm going to assume, even though we don't know, as of right now, because she is, and by the way, like during the flashback, we see scenes of Kashim, and Kashim is standing in front of like this tree in the section where the slums used to be. So I don't know, but maybe that tree is like the grave site of his sister. I don't know, because we don't know what's going on just yet. And but other than that, other than the flashback, which the flashback was pretty sad. We don't know why. We don't know why Alibaba has joined Kashim. In fact, when you see the flashback, it's evidence that he'd want to go away from Kashim, but now he's joined him. So we don't know what spurred him towards that. But like we're gonna find out. Yeah, we will. But it was pretty cool to find out that at one point in time, Alibaba was going to be the king of Balbat. But what happened was that Kashim, he kind of played him. He got because once they meet up again after 3 years of Alibaba being inside the palace, well, he escaped. Well, he sneaks out the palace, and then he winds up going back to the slums, but the slums are completely gone. And then he winds up meeting up with Kashim, and then Kashim gets him drunk, and then tells him about the whole entire thing with the tunnels. And that's how Kashim invades the palace. So this explains as to why, back in episode 1, I don't know, episode 1 or 2, episode 2, this explains why episode 3, my bad. This explains why in episode 3, Alibaba was able to use, or he was able to perform this thing called the King's Stance, because he was trained in swordsmanship in the royal palace. And also we see the current king of Balbat. I forgot his name, like the weird looking motherfucker, like the weird face dude. I don't know what his name is. I don't care. To me personally, I don't care. I just don't. to me, he fucking sucks. So whatever. But what we do find out is that the king of Balbad, the current king, right now, he is circulating co-empire paper money, which is one of the major reasons. Because see, the Fog Troop is a major reason. That's number one. But number two is also because of the circulation of paper money, which is the reason as to why the economy right now in this city is shit. Because the paper money, because they normally have gold and silver pieces, which they trade for food and yada yada yada. But now it's paper money, and paper money, it's not going to be good for merchanting across other nations, because only nations that use co-empire money, paper money, will accept co-empire paper money. If the other nations don't take co-empire paper money, then what's the point of having that shit? And thus the gold and silver that they use in order to get the paper will be worthless in that certain particular country. Which is why Sinbad had a huge issue with that thing. In fact, I believe it was Jahar who told Sinbad that I think that we should return to our country and we should, work things out, because right now it is clear that the current king may in fact betray his promise to the former king of Shindora. Yeah, Shindora. So, because now the current king is now shifting towards the co-empire, which it's his choice. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want Sinbad as an enemy, because Sinbad, he has seven jinn under his helm, 7 motherfuckers that can do crazy shit. So yeah, in fact, the opening, because when I saw the opening and I paused it at Sinbad, like we see Sinbad surrounded by Jahar, that one finalist guy, and then we see like all these strange motherfuckers, like some dragon dude, some witch looking chick. So I'm assuming that these guys are in fact his genies. So like it's crazy shit. In fact, we see the people that actually stole all his items. We see them, like they joined the Fog Troop. So I mean, what they're gonna do, I'm not too sure. I mean, these 3 guys, in my opinion, they have no relevance to the story other than the fact that they stole Sinbad's, they stole Sinbad's jewelry and his items that have the jinn inside them. Can they use them? I don't think so, because I believe that only the chosen person who cleared that dungeon can use that particular item that has the jinn trapped inside of it. And plus, they need to have the knowledge of Magi, which I believe that these 3 do not know. So, but I mean, at some point, Sinbad will get his shit back. Duh, obviously. I mean, no shit. And the last scene I'm gonna talk about here is when we see Alibaba actually using Amun, which was pretty fucking cool. Now, the one thing that kind of irked me a little bit was that I was hoping that we'd actually see the progression of the character Alibaba, learning about Magi, and then learning the incantation to summon Ammon, and all this stuff. But instead, no, we see him, and then he can do it off the fucking gate. So, I don't know how. I don't know who he learned it from. Maybe he met up with another dungeon clearer, and then he learned it from him or her. I don't know. But I would have preferred to see the growth of the character Alibaba in that time frame. I mean, we may see it, because I believe that his flashback is still ongoing, or it's going to continue at some point. Because again, we don't know why he joined Kashi. The flashback that we currently saw in this week's episode, it points to him not joining Kashi, but he fucking did. So again, we don't know. But we'll see. But the way Morgiana snuck inside the thieves' cave, I mean the thieves' hideout, like on some ninja shit, and then so like she was like already behind the door. He's like, "Who's there?" Like on some what is that game? Freaking goddamn it, man! Oh, what's that game? No, man, it's that one guy with this guy called freaking. No, I'm failing. I'm failing bad. I'm failing really bad. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, what's the guy? Like Snake? I forgot, alright? He was in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. He was like that one guy where like he hides in a box and shit. And every time there's a flashlight on him, he like freezes up in the shit. You know, it's like, like, oh fuck. Like, this is a very popular game. It's a very popular game. I haven't played it fucking once, and it's pissing me off that I don't know the fucking name of this goddamn game. Because the joke would have been fucking cool if I had said the guy's name and shit. Because the way Alibaba turned around, it was like that guy. Like, he turned around and like, and he freezes, like, what? And then he's like, okay, like, nothing's happening. Goes back to the bed and shit. Morgiana right there on some stealth mode shit, like staring right at him. He freaks the fuck out. So it's like, that was a really funny scene. I think his name is Snake. Is his name Snake? I think it's Snake. Fuck, I think it's Snake. I think it's Snake. Shit. Alright, fuck it. Alright, I apologize. If you know the game that I'm talking about, then put it down below, please. Just for me. I don't fucking remember, man. Goddamn. Alright. But that being said, though. Episode, overall, okay. We will see, because again, I really wanted to see the progression of the character, Alibaba. Learning the Magi, learning to summon Ammon, whatever. But we didn't get to see that. In fact, we kind of like skipped that scene, and then he's already like, you know, doing his thing. So, but whatever. And next week, I think that according to the preview, there's going to be a fight between Sinbad and Alibaba, which may be a good fight. Now, oh yeah, and one last thing. Aladdin. Aladdin was very depressed in this episode, which makes sense. It makes sense because, you know, Alibaba is his friend. But the thing here is that you have to remember is that he's still a child. Like, that's something that Jahar said, which made so much fucking sense. Aladdin, even though he's a Magi, even though he's one of the people who is designed to choose kings in the human world, in the human system, he's still a child. And that, you know, like, keep that in mind, because he's still a kid. And him being overly upset about the situation, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, granted, he did spend like a few months trying to find him, because, you know, like, they were friends. In fact, Alibaba, if you include Ugo, Alibaba was like one of his first friends. I mean, if you include Ugo and like those two chicks that we saw before, yeah, then Alibaba was like one of his first, like, one of his first legitimate friends. And someone that young to actually be affected in this way, where his friend would literally like betray him in that sense, it's gonna hit him really hard. So that's why when he was trying to play that shit off, he turned around, fell on his knees, because like it was really hitting him hard. Like, it was really, you know, like a punch to the gut. But yeah, I'm done. So King Lightning, be sure to, I think his name is fucking Snake. God damn it, man. Fuck. Oh, what's his name? I'm done. King Lightning, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Look down below for the link to this week's episode of Magi, and I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.